Hello and welcome to our series called Every Day's a School Day. No matter how old we are, we never stop learning. In this episode, the question is, did you know what to do if you find an exhausted bee? To answer that question myself, I would have to say no. No, I didn't. That was until I researched the information surrounding this question when writing Bob's bedtime story called Bob and the Bumblebee. However, I knew beforehand about giving sugar water to an exhausted bee, but now I know it's not quite as simple as that. Let's go through the consensus at the time of publishing this video of what we should do if we find an exhausted bee. First, and probably the most important thing to know is, it's quite common for a healthy bee to overwork itself and take a well-earned rest to recover. So there are one or two things we need to consider and possibly do before we go hurrying off in a panic to concoct a solution of sugar water. The first question we need to ask ourselves is the bee laying in a dangerous or vulnerable location? Here are a few examples. Is it laying on a footpath and can be trodden on? Is it vulnerable to predators? Is it raining and getting wet? Is the temperature cold? If the answer to any of the above is yes, then we should consider moving the bee to a suitable place. What is a suitable place? Well, if it's not too cold and not pouring with rain, placing the bee on a bee-friendly flower in the sun would be an ideal location for an exhausted bee. I have honeysuckle in my garden, which bees love to stop by and do their thing. What bee-friendly plants and flowers do you have in your garden? Please drop a comment in the comments below and let me know what flowers and plants you have in your garden that our buzzy little friends love to visit. Right, let's carry on with the do's and don'ts. If the bee is already in a suitable place, then it should be left undisturbed for approximately 30 minutes. If it is indeed taking a rest, then it may well recover and fly away within that time frame. If the bee is still lethargic after 30 minutes, then it may need an energy boost. By far the best source of an energy boost is to place it on a bee-friendly flower. If it's not possible to place the bee on a flower, or after a while of the bee being on a flower and still showing no signs of recovery, as a last resort we can offer the sugar water solution. Mix a solution of 2 parts water to 1 part white sugar. It must be white sugar. Do not use brown sugar. Place a few drops on a spoon and place the spoon close to the bee in a sheltered location. Hopefully the bee will drink the solution, recover and fly away. If the bee remains lethargic, then sadly it's possibly reached the end of its natural life. In this case, then probably the kindest thing to do is to place the bee in a warm, sheltered, safe place outside and allow nature to take its course. That covers the basic guidelines of what to do if you find an exhausted bee. If you found this video helpful, I would be very grateful if you could please press the like and subscribe buttons and also click the little bell icon too to receive notifications when videos are uploaded. Also, if you have any experience of reviving our buzzy little friends, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Bees are amazing, interesting little creatures, and we should all care for and protect them as much as we can. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.